Yes. He was going to be High King because he was the eldest. So that's quite a thing to find out. And we discussed who did the White Witch tell was going to be king? Emmy. Yes. So who do you think is being truthful, Aslan or the witch? James.
Aslan.
Yes. The witch's reasoning behind her information was very different than Aslan's. What did we talk about? Edmund has been what? He's been lied to. He's been what? There's the word that we used, deceived. So let us find out what happens now. We are on page 130, I believe. I didn't mark. Let me see. Yes. All right. So let's just start on page 130 at the top. Helen, read that first paragraph. Start at but just where.
But just where the land of Narnia met the sea, in fact,
At the mouth.
At the mouth of the great river.
Does that mean the river has an actual mouth and eats things?
That'd be creepy.
What does it mean at the mouth of the river?
The middle?
Not really the middle. Owen. Yeah, it's kind of the beginning or the end. Could be either or. But the mouth is where the river kind of ends. I would say the ending. Yes. All right, keep going, my dear.
There was something on a little hill shining. It was shining because it was the castle, and of course the sunlight was reflecting from all the windows which looked towards Peter in the sunset, but to Peter it looked like a great star rising on the seashore.
All right, did we read this already?
We read half of it.
Okay, so where did we end off?
And once more Peter said nothing.
Okay, that's okay. So we're getting to a very important part. Okay, I'm gonna and once more Peter said nothing, for at that moment a strange noise woke the silence suddenly. It was like a bugle, but richer. What is a bugle?
It's a brass instrument.
It's a brass instrument. Now, can everyone imagine or envision what a trumpet is? So it's very similar to a trumpet. So if you think of what a trumpet looks like, a bugle is smaller, and it does not have the buttons or the valves on top. You just blow into it, and you form your mouth to form the notes. So a bugle is very similar. So if you can envision that, that's what a bugle is. Yes, Olivia.
And also there's a food.
A what?
There's a type of food of it. It's chips.
Oh, I thought you were thinking of a bagel. I'm like, those yummy little cone-shaped chips. Those are deadly. Mrs. Reed does not have those in her house. So eat the whole bag. All right. So they're hearing a horn. Anyone like to guess whose horn that is? Who received a horn? Cole. No, let's find out. And when was she supposed to blow a horn? Not just for fun. Owen.
When she needed help.
She needs help. So something has gone wrong. All right. McKenna's not here. Toby. You can read. It's your sister's horn, and then end where it says, and there he saw a dreadful sight. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good.
It's your sister's horn, said Aslan to Peter in a low voice, so low as to be almost a purr. If it is not
Sam, get your book.
disrespectful to think of a lion's horn. The moment Peter did not understand. And when he saw all the people were alone, he heard a man say it was called back. Let the prince win his slippers. He did understand and set off running as hard as he could. The path came on, and there he saw a dreadful sight.
Uh-oh. What is the dreadful sight? Oh dear. Grayson, you can read that last bit until, let's see, read where it says, all the hair on its back stood up on end. Oh dear, that sounds dreadful. No, the naiads and dryads on at the bottom of 130.
The naiads and dryads were scattering in every direction. Lucy was running toward him as fast as her short legs would carry her, and her face was as white as paper. Then he saw Susan make a dash for a tree and swing herself up.
Sorry. I don't know why that started. Go ahead. Sorry, Grayson.
Huge gray beast. At first Peter thought it was a bear. Then he saw that it looked like
an Alistan. We'll talk about that. It's a kind of, keep reading. I'll explain.
though it was far too big to be a dog. Then he realized that it was a wolf.
Uh-oh.
Standing on its hind legs with its front paws against the tree trunk, snapping and snarling. All the hair on its back stood up on.
All right, so a giant wolf. Who might that be? Who has wolves for their police? Wensheen. Yeah, who is Mogren with? Wensheen. Yes. So remember that the witch sent Mogren and wolves to run quickly to where? Where did the witch tell the wolves to run to? James.
The beaver's house.
To the beaver's house, and if the beaver and the children were not there, where were they to go?
Stone table.
Yes. So obviously, the wolves are there, and not to have fun and play games. There's not a field day occurring. So an Alistan dog is a German Shepherd. Yeah, so that's basically, that is the region, they are German dogs, German descent, and that is a German Shepherd. So that word is just a fancy word where they come from, the Alistan area, which is in Germany, is a German Shepherd. All right, so if you were visioning, that's what Peter thought it was at first. But then my guess is Mogren or one of his other wolves. So that does not bode well. Cole, you may read the rest of that chapter. So then Susan had not been able to, she would fall off.
Susan had not been able to get higher than the second big branch. One of her legs hung down so that her foot was only an inch or two above the snapping teeth. Peter wondered why she did not get higher, or at least take a better grip. Then he realized that she was just going to faint, and that if she fainted, she would fall off.
Oh dear, what does it mean to faint? What does it mean to faint? Grayson.
When you're scared of something, then you fall down and then you start sleeping.
Well, you're kind of asleep. You pass out. Yes. It's like you're sleeping, but you're not. You faint. So you can faint. If you get too hot, you can faint. If you get really scared, you can faint. If you get, certain things happen, but something has to trigger it, and you just like bloop, fall to the ground. So would that be good if Susan fainted and fell out of the tree with a giant wolf? No, that would not be good at all. So, M. So you may start where, let's see, it's another huge, so you start at Peter and then end at, have got him by the throat at once. Oh gosh. You see where you leave off? Okay.
Peter did not feel very brave. Indeed, he felt he was going to be sick, but that made no difference to what he had to do. He rushed straight up to the monster and aimed a slash of his sword at its side. That stroke never reached the wolf. Quick as lightning, it turned around, its eyes flaming, and its mouth wide open in a howl of anger. If it had not been so angry, that it simply had to howl.
All right, yikes. This is getting kind of intense. So, Jeremiah, you may finish that page and then end where it's on page 132 where it says blood and heat and hair. Ew, that doesn't sound very good.
So did we left off on the bottom paragraph?
Yeah, we are, M, can you tell them where you ended off? That's why we have to pay attention.
At once.
Yes. So, you are going to start as it was on page 131 in the middle of that last paragraph. As it was, though, all this happened too quickly for Peter. You see that?
Yeah.
And then you're going to end where it says blood and heat and hair. Yeah, it sounds lovely. Sorry, Jeremiah.
As it was half got him by the throat at as it was though all this happened too quickly for Peter to think at all. He had just time to duck down and plunge his sword as hard as he could between the
Brutes. So, Brute's forelegs and into his heart. So the forelegs are the front legs. So a dog obviously has four legs. So if you can envision a dog or a wolf, they are on two legs in front, two legs in back. There's his chest. So unfortunately, the sword went through his front legs and into his heart. Just sorry for the graphic. I just wanted you to understand what this is saying so you can visualize it. All right, go ahead, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, you got the worst part of the whole, one of the worst parts. Oh boy, sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
Then came a horrible, confused moment like something in a nightmare. He was tugging and pulling, and the wolf seemed neither alive or dead, and its bared teeth knocked against his forehead, and everything was blood and heat and air.
Sorry, Jeremiah. All right, I'm going to finish this chapter, or this paragraph. A moment later, he found that the monster lay dead, and he had drawn his sword out of it and was straightening his back and rubbing the sweat off his face and out of his eyes. He felt tired all over. All right, not a fun scene. However, if Peter did not do that, what was probably going to happen? Toby. Susan was going to faint, and what could have happened? If the wolf was trying to get her, if she would have fainted and fallen on the ground, Toby, what would have happened? Yeah, he would have probably killed her. So Peter was confronted with a very difficult situation, and he saved his sister. So, not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. All right, then let's see what time is it? Okay, hold on, I just got a message concerning my father. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, let us keep reading. Owen, you may read, how about if you just read, this is a really small paragraph, so read to Gathering Darkness.
Then after a bit, Susan came down the tree. She and Peter felt pretty shaky when they met, and won't say they wasn't kissing and crying on both sides. But in Narnia, no one thinks any the worst of you for that. Quick, quick, shouted the voice of Aslan. Centaurs, eagles. I see another wolf in the thick. There behind you, he's just darted away. After him, all of you. He will be going to his mistress. Now is your chance to find the witch and rescue the poor son of Adam. And instantly, with the thunder of hoofs and beating of wings, a dozen or so of the swiftest creatures disappeared into the gathering darkness.
Very good. Okay. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, there were only 2 wolves that left, correct? That's what I'm thinking, unless some other joined. So there should be only 1 wolf that is going to go back. Now, when Aslan said back to, all right, where was that? Back to his mistress, meaning the queen, or I don't want to call her a queen. She's not a queen. The witch. That's what he was referring to. Meaning his boss or his ruler. Because the witch, I wouldn't even call her a boss. She's not a very nice ruler, but she basically is in charge of the wolves. So that is what Aslan is saying. Quick, we got to hurry up because we know they're heading back to the witch. Things are moving very quickly. All right, we are going to, Emma, you can read. Just read, why don't you just finish up on 133? So just finish the end of that page. Peter still out of breath. Actually, it's just, end of this page, and then I'll have somebody read 133. So you can read Peter still out of breath to the end of page 132, okay?
Peter, still out of breath, turned and saw Aslan close at hand. You have forgotten to clean your sword, said Aslan. It was true. Peter blushed when he looked at the bright blade and saw it all smeared with the wolf's hair and blood. He stooped down and wiped it quite clean on the grass, and then wiped it quite dry on his head.
All right.
Ew.
I know, not very pleasant.
Not funny at all.
All right. Wensheen, you can finish 133.
Hand it to me and kneel, son of Adam, said Aslan. And when Peter had done so, he struck him with the flash of the blade and said, "Rise up, Sir Peter Wolfsbane, and whatever happens, never forget to wash your sword."
Very good. So, who has ever, seen in movies or read in books when a king takes out a sword and puts it on a person's shoulder? There is a significance to that. What do you think, or what is the significance of that? What is Aslan basically doing? He's bestowing quite an honor upon him, upon Peter. Grayson.
Making him king?
Well, he's not king yet. So it knights you. Like kings would put a sword, not in an aggressive way, would put the sword on the shoulder and that person would become a knight. So in this situation, it's showing Peter that Aslan is giving him kudos for a job well done. You acted how you needed to act. You acted like a future king. So let us end there. It's a good place to end. We need to finish this. So what my plan is next, so we have Monday and Tuesday of that week. We are going to watch the movie on Monday. And I will have popcorn and treats for you then. So that's what we're going to do Monday. And I'm going to try to decide. I know Disney has a version. That's what I'm thinking we'll watch. And the BBC, the British station, has one as well. But I kind of like the Disney one. We'll see. Yes, Caroline.
Can I have my mom if I can see it Monday?
Please do. That would be lovely. So we'll do it in the morning. In the afternoon, we're just probably just gonna move around a little bit. So not a lot on the docket. Monday, we have to clean, hand in books, do all that kind of stuff. So yes, we have to get through next week, and then we can play. All right, now, this is what I want you to do. I am going to go get the popsicles. I am going to hand them out. I want to go outside and eat them. Oh, sorry.